Hey, YouTubers, it's your boy Domination. There's a back in the base that you introduce us how we do Texas, baby. None of us back. You do it this, do this, do this. The only place, all the 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 place go get it. 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 Is back in the base. So gonna do this is how we do Texas, baby. None of us back. You do this, do this, do this. Real man rise up. Fake man rise down. Real woman rise up. Fake woman rise down. Prep the word preacher, preach on. And today's topic we're going to talk about is, hey, Mr. Griffin, man, what's up, man? I saw your video and you was talking about that Bill Cosby, how white supremacists that coined that's pro. They say that Bill Cosby, that was the stunt that about it. That it was all an act. They explained a bit of that proactive drive and all that. Man, I want to respond to your video. Ain't that some bullshit? To my video, that yes, master. That's all what it is. Professor Griffin, Mr. Griffin, Griff. That's why I prefer you. I prefer to call you Griff. But Griff, man, only thing I can say to this, I'm getting tired of these movies right here. Is a racial agenda, and that's all it's doing, is pushing this whole thing that white people are superior, black people are inferior. That's a damn lie. Ever since Obama been there, the matter of fact, there was a white guy made a video, and it was in Washington D.C. how they talk about somebody said. I don't know. I'm paraphrasing what he was saying. He was saying they want to blame blacks for every goddamn thing, especially Caucasian. Talking about nigga this, nigga that. They destroying our country. They destroying our family establishment of for our fathers, our leaders, and because they having a black man. He said. What he said, see, somebody said, and he responded to him. He said, them same niggas that you talking to are the ones that what you listen for of Fox and Sean Hannity and all the rest of them. It's the ones that you refer to ain't done a damn thing for you. Y'all said the same thing when George Bush ain't done nothing for y'all. But when Obama got in there, that's a whole different story. Now you act like the Obama is superior over to the white man. They didn't say nothing. They didn't say nothing. They just standing there and then like, what does that tell you? Fuck these damn white supremacists, man. Fuck them. And even on YouTube, they nothing but damn cowards any goddamn way. And fuck these black supremacists as well. This pro-black, I mean, come on. Let's be honest. Most of these pro-black acts ain't gonna do shit. They ain't nothing but some damn caregiving, begging for forgivers. That's all it is. From these white settlers, for they can settle for them. That's all it is. I'm getting tired of seeing these damn movies. 12 years of fucking slavery. Butler. I just saw the Butler. That was one of the worst experience movie I ever saw in my life. You mean to tell me that's all brothers gotta be the damn butler or the damn driver Miss Daisy and all that kinds of shit? We think we know about Caucasian, but we don't know a damn thing about Caucasian unless we look at the damn culture. That's the only thing we know about it. It's the whole culture. And I'm sick and tired of hearing about this because, hold on for a second. Hold on for a second. But I get sick and tired of seeing these type of images. But you can't really get mad at some of our folks. They just go along by the system just like Caucasian did. But there are white people who were slaves. But you know the funny thing is they never talk about this. They never talk about this. They never talk about this. And there was Asian people been slaves. Latinos, Middle East. We need to stop thinking that we're the only ones. We're not the only ones. There was a lot of people enslaved. They've been enslaved by their own people just as much we slave our own people, and they do too. And we fuck around and you know we would been enslaved by them, and they've been enslaved by us. Basically every other race of people been enslaved by each other and start slaving their own groups and enslave other people. Every other national race actually did it. All white supremacists are anti-white. They really anti-racist, but they really anti-whites. I've been hearing this from white brothers and sisters all the time. Africa is for Africans, Asia is for Asian, and white countries for everybody. I've been hearing this a lot. But that's from Africa for everybody, even Asia for everybody. So what does that make a difference by white countries? Somebody please explain that shit to me. What is the difference between an Asian person or a white person or a black person? They both are colors, but instead they look at white as not a color. It's a color like everyone else. Don't believe any no different. Quote unquote pure. That's bullshit. That's the lie. Because if it ain't white, it ain't right. People still believe if it got to be all white, it got to be all right. That is not true. Same thing they always tell you. Once you go black, you never go back. I know that's a lie. The reason why once you go black, you never go back, they don't want you back. And Asians are mellow. They melanin. They don't bother no one. All they just melling around with. They mind their own business like everyone else, like any other race. But I'm getting sick and tired of seeing this. And the reason why they're showing this because it got something to do with the Homo sapiens and the Neanderthals. It got a lot to do with this. It got a lot to do with they even said the fact that Africa started humanity from every race has started from humanity from Africa. If that's the case, then why is this Ebola is outbreaking out to trying to spread invasion of Africa? Because they know it's the original homeland for the so-called homeland that we really from. But tell me this, but I'm really indigenous of this goddamn land, United States. But you got to ask yourself, what do Martin Luther King meant when he said was 100 years of slavery? The color of everyday access according to the side of American society and being exiled in his own land. You tell me what Martin Luther King meant by that. What does that statement really mean? People could not answer that question. What Martin Luther King meant that we came way before Caucasian and every other race of people. Now, ain't no telling what years ago. Some say the Neanderthals come from the Homo sapiens. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that's what the fucking Ice Age and all that coming out, how the Caucasians lost their melanin, and no wonder why they tinted their damn skins. And no wonder why blacks trying to bleach their skin, they're trying to blend in with Caucasians, want to be just like them. And whites do the same damn thing. They want to blacken themselves in, they can blacken themselves in. Once they end there being with the blacks. I know it sounds funny, but it's got to be some reason. They want to know what it's like to be another race, another color. Whites and blacks felt like this. And no wonder why they lost different parts from each other. That means that if blacks must be straight in the sun, especially dark colored blacks, they start peeling and they start turning white. Same thing if Caucasians stay in the cold so long, their skin is start wrinkle out. They start become dark. They became from dark tone Caucasian. They become light tone Caucasian to become red and red Caucasian to the yellow. The red. I mean, it depends what happened years ago. But that explains why there's so much racism, man. And the original slave was the original slave was the Slavic people. That's what the term slave came from. And you know the funny thing is, I did not know this. And it's come from other side, from European. This is why my folks need to study this shit, because it will tell you that in the Bible and what has been said and all that. I read something that last night that people thought it was him was the one molest his son Caveman. No, it was Noah. It was Noah's grandfather molest caveman, his own grandson, and drinking the wine and got knocked out the wine. And then and when Ham saw his father's nakedness, in other words, he spotted his father molesting his own grandson, because that was his son, Ham. That's why they said the bless of him. That whole curse of him, I don't know where they get that from. They put a they put a line fact against him. What I meant to say was people thought that it was him was the one was molested caveman. No, it was damn Noah was the one. And after he wake up and saw realize what he done to him, he said, "Curse you be cavemen, curse you been cavemen, to make the serve for Shem and Jacob." And that's what started all this damn war from each other. And that explains why there's so much racism. That explains why. Because white people are the Chapets. That's their tribe, man. And Asian people are the Shem. Some say that's Middle East. What's the difference as far as that apart from each other? And also blacks was the Ham. Some say Abraham changed his name to Ham, but it was Ham, but it changed to Abraham. It depends what happened thousands of years ago. This whole thing, man, you got whites and blacks fighting each other for nothing. And the only reason why they put black people in shame because we come from this group of people from Europe is the damn Slavic. That's the only reason why. And they believe that dark-skinned people are cursed. That's a damn lie, because there was dark-skinned Caucasian in the early years. And you know what's so funny? They need to start telling the damn truth. Quit telling these damn lies. So white supremacists, I'll just laugh at them, because they are nothing but damn joke. They ain't nothing but the original Knight Templars anyway. Look at their stripes of the color clothing symbols they wearing, and you can't not tell me they ain't nothing but some white Masonaries. Same thing, Black Panthers. That nothing but Prince Hall and Boule and all the rest of them form a black men's organization, and whole Black Guerrilla family and the Aryan Brotherhood. They all in this shit together to make everybody think that, well, we're fighting. Man, they don't fool me. These Asians don't fool me. These Latinos, none of that. These women wouldn't fool me. These guys, they want to hold the lie, everything they've been taught. You got Caucasians that been living a lie. They don't even want to admit it. I'm sorry, man. Your own will turn against you just like any other race. Even my own turn against each other, even to ourselves. And other races will turn against you. So what's the damn difference does it make that when we live in a society? See, this is why racism will never end. I don't care what nobody said, because it been gone way too long for many years now. Because if that's the case, race should would have been died a long time ago. It would have died a long time ago. But it makes you wonder. That's why there's so much goddamn racism. That's why there's so much goddamn problems. That's why there's so much damn problems. And it gets me wonder. It's like they want black people to be slaves and want whites to be masters. That's what this term the cracker came from. Because they mostly like bound to worship them. And then make it seem like the N word is they trying to say black people are dead race. We don't know nothing. You know, that we don't know who he is. We don't know who we are. We don't know where we come from. We don't know our position. We don't know our place in this world. That's all what it fucking is. Like we no longer exist in this planet. They want to race us off existence. That's what it really is. Don't let anybody fool you to think that, you know, it's the United Nations people are the ones putting this type of shit out. And yet it was black slavery, then white slavery, Asian. All that other stuff is bullshit. but they all come from the family tree they don't want nobody to know about in the Garden of Eden. And I believe that's a fact that got to be in Africa. Because they said Adam and Eve were brown and they produced different melanin from different people's skin. Producing melanin from the skin. And I really do believe this. I really do. That explains people come all from other race of colors. That explains why. Shit, how you think these damn binos came out? Black people produce albino, but I'm not. But now whites might can produce binos. I don't know for sure, but I hardly doubt it. Just like there are blacks can produce a white baby, but whites can't produce no black baby. It's crazy unless they got some African ancestry in them somewhere, because some of their bloodline was messing with black people. See, they've been trying to hide that fact for a long time. Don't let nothing people fool you on TV, because let's say Obama and Bush are cousins, distant cousins. That's going to be hard to believe. That's when people going to say, especially my folks going to say, damn, that's how he got in there. You know, you got to wonder. You got to wonder sometime, because like I said, I heard that the reason why they like to see black men and black women fight for they can interact with brothers and sisters. Now, I don't know how true that is, but you got to think of why you think they call a white melon white is nothing but a melon, and black is nothing but bleach. There's got to be a real explanation why they think a certain way. So anybody can be dominated. They both want to be dominated, but they don't want to be right from above, but beyond at each other. You know what I'm trying to say? They don't want to become reaching towards the bottom. They ready to reach towards the top. Both races want to be reached towards the top, and don't want to receive to be in the bottom. That's all it is. This whole superior, I'm inferior. All superior is you in the top race. Nobody could knock you down. You always remain on top. No one else can knock you but you. You remain subjected that you're better than they are. That's what this whole superior is about. And that go over their heads. And not, why still act like this in some ways? You got blacks trying to want to act like they superior. And every other race think like that. And then you got inferior. Inferior means that you inferior. You've been intimidated. You mean you know match them. You can't compete with them in the same actual quality level. So you need something that's gonna that you don't want to live to face up to have the same opposite opportunities they do. That's all it is. This whole superior inferior mindset, and this whole servant and master. Servant means somebody who can serve you. You couldn't get things for yourself, but they got to get them things for you, because you're not able to get money to earn for them, so they have to earn stuff for you. That's when to serve you. Master, you trying to master things out. You're trying to figure things out where you want to go, where you want to be in life. This whole thing, I'm just so sick and tired of seeing these damn type of movies. It make me sick. People want to say, well, you're supposed to know your history. Yeah, you do supposed to know your history, but the thing is, when we're gonna speak about the real, true, or form of history, we ain't gonna never do that. We're gonna tell the half-ass truth, half-ass lie, and they doing the same thing. I know the Jewish community get tired of seeing the Jewish cause, and the only reason why they don't like Jews because they got something to do with religion belief. A lot of people don't know the damn term Nazi come from these fake-ass Jews, and then killed to the real Jews. So that explains why a lot of these things going from the Catholic Church and the Vatican City control organized religion. No offense to Catholics, I understand, because there's some good Catholic men and women out there. But you gotta wonder sometimes. You really got to wonder why there's so much goddamn racism. You have to wonder. You have to wonder, because if you notice it, man, or just me, tell me just me. Because it seemed to me that when black community want to get along with everybody, but have you noticed other races don't do the same thing? You got to ask yourself, why is that? Because it proved was stated that blacks can produce any other race. Now, maybe so. I don't know. Because blacks came out of red, or sometimes yellow, and sometimes brown. And some come dark. That's why we obsessed with this whole light skin and dark skin. What's so different? Because light skin is close for European and dark skin close to African color. See, they're just dumb. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. Just like whites are so obsessed with this whole thing, I'm superior, I'm pure, and all this other stuff, that meaning that they can never, they can never do anything wrong. They always maintain, do right. Man, they can never do nothing wrong in the society, in people's eyes. That's a lie, man. It really is. And always think black people doing something wrong. Yeah, in some ways, but some of us do something right, like any other race, even white. Whites can be good and bad just as much as blacks can be good and bad. Don't believe it. Any black person believe it, you a fool, and white people be more than a fool if they think, well, this is how we think. We just go operate the system and just go along with this shit. I don't know about you, but it's time to wake up. And get rid of these damn movies once for all, because I get tired of seeing these damn movies. I do. I really get tired of seeing it. I already know my history, but the thing is, they talking about Africa. But where's the goddamn slave boats that brought our asses over here? So the story is all made up and a lie, but we don't know. Alex Hayes is not allowed to speak up for himself. And the original copy of the original book of Roots was a white person write the book, and have a lot of help to push that public book agenda to put African American, but it really is the indigenous of this damn land, right along with Europeans and Asian and everybody else. People know it, so that's what you prefer Americans. So what before Christopher Columbus? So what does that tell you? People don't even know of the section of the original term America came from. But all it came from the original Americans, red race. So what does that tell you? We all one and the same and each at the same. It doesn't matter who's superior or inferior, whatever. All we think we want to be fair and not be into pyramid. I mean, all we is want to be. What I mean is, all we want to feel like we're inferior and not being superior of the truth, and being inferior of the lies that we hold. That's the only difference about us between whites and blacks. But we just different. But God just make us the same. Don't let nobody tell you no different. We all bleed red just as much as they do. We all cry just as much as they do, and we hurt just as much as they do. They put shoes and clothes like they do. But the only difference is the different background, different language, and different upbringing, and different main certain purpose, certain beliefs in life. That's just a damn problem why blacks and whites can't get along. And whites need to start telling the truth about their people and their history. And I think us black community, we need to do the same. Because there are white people and black people right now who are intermixed to other nationalities. Because some mix with Shem, some mix with him, some mix with Chebet. Even Caucasian part of the play. So they all come from the same family, Noah. And then come the great flood that separate the family, separate the blacks away from the whites, and separate the blacks away from the whites, and separate Asians from blacks and whites, and whites and blacks, and every Asian, they separate different parts from each other. This is why there's so much goddamn problem. You gotta wonder what is gonna stop here from now until they find each other again, till they all come from the same family tree, the same family root. Because look what's in your history, look what's in your past, and ask yourself that. What we are as a people, and how we're going to get this far, and how we can seem to maintain it to get it back, and know what we are, know where we stand, know where we'll come. Other races will stand with us, and we stand by with them. Because if we don't stand with them, if we don't stand with them, and they don't stand with us, and stand us with us, then we're gonna be lost as a people. Nothing to lose and nothing else, anything else can never create to find, and find to create. Alright? Alright. So Mr. Griffin, man, I like your video. Shout out to you, man. Keep doing your thing, alright? Alright. It's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Base. That you're gonna do. This is how we do text, baby. Until next time, alright? Alright. Peace and I'm out.